maybe go to a rainforest, anything. What would be a really cool adventure that you would like to try? Maybe go on a safari and see the wild animals in Africa. What would you like to try?
Maybe a safari, but with friends.
Mm-hmm. That would be really cool.
I love the animals.
Yeah. And you might even see some gorillas. Good morning, little Lily.
It's not morning in Vietnam.
No? What is it?
Afternoon.
Are you sure? Because I just woke up. I think it's morning. The sun just came up.
No, it's afternoon.
Holy meatballs. I'm in the wrong country. Oh, unbelievable. Did you bring the gorillas today?
No.
No gorillas. Did you bring the monkeys?
No.
I
bring the bananas.
You bring the who? The pandas?
No, I bring the bananas.
You brought the bananas. Yeah, but how can you hold the bananas and keep the gorillas and the monkeys away? I mean, really?
The gorillas and the monkeys are full.
They are what? They're free?
They're full.
Oh, they're full. Oh, so that's why they let you take the monkeys. I mean, the bananas. Okay. Are you ready for another test?
Yep.
And you feeling good?
No.
No, you're not over your...
I have a little bit sore throat.
A little bit. Me too, I have a sore throat. That's because I talk too much. Is that why you have a sore throat? Because you talk too much?
No.
No.
There's some apple.
Do you have a new dress on today?
No.
No, I saw a green, fluffy, puffy kind of dress.
That's my mom's shirt.
Ah, you took your mom's shirt today. Oh my God. I thought you were only like 32 kilos.
No, I'm about only 27.
27 kilos, and you can wear your mom's clothes?
Yep.
Your mom must be tiny too. Okay. No more fashion. Let's do our test. And we're going to read about, this is the last time you're going to do a test like this. Now you're in interest 19. Maybe PC will join us there. We're going to read about that Aaron Ralston from 2003 or 2003. He had quite the experience. Do you remember when we talked about him in our lesson?
No.
You don't remember him. About Aaron Ralston? Were you absent that day? No, you were here. Remember, he's the guy that went hiking in the canyons in Utah.
No, I remember.
What happened to him?
He go hiking alone, and then a rock. I don't remember all of that. Only remember that.
What is that? No, it's a big rock. They call it a boulder. Remember? They call them boulders, the big rocks on the mountains that roll down. You see in the cartoons a lot. And he got stuck. A boulder fell on his arm. That's who we're going to read about today. Yeah. All right. Where's my water here? Here's my water. I think I need a coffee. Yeah. So let's read about him. That was lesson 7. All right. There. I'm ready. You ready? Same routine. You're going to read the story, then I'm going to ask some questions, and you're going to tell me all about Mr. Ralston. So when you're ready, lose your arm or lose your life. Go.
Okay. Lose your arm or lose your life. In April 2003, Aaron Ralston went to Blue John Canyon in Utah to hike. Although he was on his own, he was an experienced climber, so he wasn't worried. But he made two mistakes. He didn't have a mobile phone with him, and he didn't tell anybody where he was. Aaron climbed.
Before you start the next part here, he didn't tell anybody where he was. Try to fix your camera a bit, because when you're reading, all we see is your top of your head. Yeah, that's better. So we can see your mom's green shirt. All right, so let's start again at Aaron climbed. No B.
Aaron climbed down a narrow gap between the walls on the canyon. Suddenly, a large rock fell on his right arm. It trapped him against the canyon wall. He tried to pull his arm out, but the rock weighed 360 kilograms. It was impossible. Aaron realized that he was in trouble. He couldn't phone a friend or his parents, and nobody knew he was there. He didn't have much food or water with him. First of all, he tried to move the rock. Then he tried to break the rock with his knife. He had a rope and he tried to pull the rock away. Nothing worked. Meanwhile, Aaron slowly drank his water and ate his food. He had a video camera with him, and he videoed himself every day. He recorded messages to his parents and his friends. After 5 days, Aaron had no more water, and he felt very weak and ill. He couldn't feel his hand. He had to make a decision. He could die or he could cut his arm off. He broke the bone in his arm. Then he tied a cloth around his arm and started cutting with his knife. It took him an hour. He said afterwards, it was 100 times worse than any pain I've felt before. Finally, he was free, but he was still 12 kilometers from his car. He had to go down the canyon wall on a rope using just one arm. Then he had to walk through the canyon in the hot sun. Eventually, he met some other hikers, and a helicopter came to rescue him. Nowadays, Aaron gives talks about his experience, and recently, he has written a book about it. He has an artificial arm. He still loves hiking, and he hasn't given up climbing. He's lost his arm, but he's still alive.
Yeah, still alive, but he lost his arm. Ooh, artificial, just like artificial intelligence when we play video games and different things. Yeah, artificial, not real, man-made. And you can see his artificial arm in the picture. What about you? Would you go hiking alone or climbing mountains alone?
No, never.
No? Why not?
Because I'm scared. And I don't like hiking.
You don't like hiking? Really? You don't like being out in the parks and in nature?
I'd love to, but I don't like hiking.
Wow, what if the whole class and me and Miss Lay, we all went hiking through some trails into the mountains and looked at some waterfalls and some nice, beautiful nature. Would you like trying something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, see, you
like with mobile phone.
Of course, we would bring our mobile phones and we wouldn't go alone. That's for sure. Okay. All right. So where did he go hiking?
Because he
China?
liked it.
No, I said where? Did he go
Where?
hiking in China?
No. He hiked in Blue John Canyon in Utah.
Yeah, they pronounce it Utah. 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 Where is Utah? Do you know where Utah is?
I don't know.
Utah is a state in the USA. It's one of the United States in western, central western USA, where the Grand Canyon, close to the Grand Canyon. It's probably like part of the Grand Canyon. I've driven through there, but I never went to the canyon, and I feel terrible about doing that. I missed that opportunity. Someday, maybe. So I'm a bit confused with this one when I read it, but I'm going to ask you the question. He went into the canyons, and what did he climb down into? It says he climbed down into something before he got stuck.
He climbed down a narrow gap between the walls of the canyon.
Yeah, that's right. He was climbing down between gaps between the canyon walls. But it's funny because it's here where the rock falls on his arm and he's stuck. But then it says after he cut his arm off, they say he climbed down the canyon to get out. So how do you go down and then down again? So it's kind of strange that he climbed down into the canyon and then to get out, he climbed down again to get out. I think maybe he climbed up something and then climbed down, and then he had to climb up and climb down again. I think that's what happened. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Then we'll go with that story. They just didn't tell us the whole story. So we know that he got trapped by a rock. So how did he try to move the rock? How did he try to free himself?
He tried to pull his arm out, and of course it's impossible.
What else did he try? He tried
He
two other
realized
things.
that he's in trouble, so he tried to break the rock with his knife.
Yeah, he tried picking and breaking with the knife, but that didn't work either. And he tried something else.
He had rope and he tried to pull the rock away.
Yeah, I think he tried to leverage the rope somehow around it and pull it to try to pull it up to get leverage to get his arm out. But that didn't work either. Why did he drink his water slowly and eat his food slowly?
Because he doesn't have much water or food.
He's still trapped in the canyon today?
No.
No. So what do you mean he does?
I can't hear you clearly.
What do you mean he does? He did. He only had past tense, yeah? 2003. How long ago was that? How many years ago was 2003? Oh, we got a little.
I'm lucky.
You are. You just froze. You just froze. So we're gonna just take a break. Maybe what you should do, I'll just cut this for a second. Maybe sign out and sign back in so we can get a better connection, and then we'll go back to that question. Cut. I'll wait for you here. Of course, I'll wait for you here. Sheesh. What else would I do? Not gonna go anywhere. Got nowhere to go. Unassigned breakout rooms. Oh, I am in the breakout room. I'm just waiting for you to join again. There you are. Okay, so that last question, you said, so I can't remember exactly what you said now, but we were talking about why did he only have Why did he drink his water and eat his food slowly? Because he only had a little bit then, because it's 19 years ago when this happened, right? 2003. So that's why I was asking you, because you said does in the sentence, meaning present. So I said, is he still in the canyon today? That's why. Okay, moving along. Can you tell me why he tied a cloth around his arm?
Not sure about that.
What do you think?
Maybe
though?
about blood.
Yeah. Blood. Blood, yeah. And this is not in the story, but I'll tell you really quickly. If you had a really bad wound, a really bad slash or cut, and you were bleeding a lot, what you have to do is tie really, really tight, cut all the blood circulation off so you don't bleed too much because of the veins. Yeah, the blood pumps the veins through your body, so you have to block it. So if he had to cut his arm off, he had to make sure that there was going to be no blood coming through, because he'd cut his arm off, and then before he would find help, he would die because he has no blood left. So that's a very important survival technique. If you have a very bad injury and you're bleeding a lot, you have to tie your arm or your leg or whatever it is to cut the blood circulation so you can save your life. Okay. Yeah, but that wasn't in the story. So do you think it was fun when he cut his arm off? Wow, this is cool. Not every day you get to cut your arm off.
No.
No? Do you think it hurt?
Yeah, I think it's hurt.
I would think so too. Oh boy. All right. So we know that he climbed down a narrow gap between two canyon walls, and that's how he got stuck. And then it says he climbed down the canyon wall to escape. So once he climbed down, I'm sure it's another canyon wall to get out into the valley. How did he save himself? How did he get rescued? Did he jump on his motorcycle and drive home?
No.
What happened? Tell me the end of the story.
And when he walked through the canyon in the hot sun, eventually he met some other hikers, and a helicopter came to rescue him.
How do you think the helicopter got there? How do you think the helicopter knew they had to help someone? What do you think? It doesn't say.
Maybe about some other hikers call or something.
Yeah, exactly. Once he met the other hikers, they probably had a handphone. Yeah, so the helicopter rescued him. Did he write a book about his experience?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I wonder how many books he sold. I know they made a movie about his story. Franco, I can't remember the name of the actor. He played the Green Goblin in Spider-Man. He's a good actor. But he played that guy, and it was a really good movie. I think it's called 124 Hours or something like that, because he was in there something like 4.5 days. So he made some mistakes. What were the two big no-nos that he made? The big mistakes. Two big mistakes. What were they?
First, he didn't have a mobile phone, and he went alone.
Yeah, he did go alone. That's true. But there was another mistake he made. Of course, the big one, not bringing a hand phone, a cellular phone. And going alone is kind of a mistake. You shouldn't. But a lot of people go hiking alone, especially people that are experienced. I used to go hiking in the mountains alone when I was a young man. But there's another one that was even just as important as not bringing a phone. What else did he fail to do?
Fail to
Fail to
climb
do.
down.
Oh, well, no, fail to do means that he didn't do correctly. He failed. He made a big mistake. But there was another big mistake he made. Because think about, you're going to go hiking and you're going alone and you don't bring your handphone. So that's really bad. But there is something else you could have done to be safe in case you found yourself in danger. What could it be? What could you have done to help your situation?
I don't know to answer this question.
Yes, you do. It's what we call common sense. It's the last sentence of the introduction. He didn't have a handphone with him and
he didn't tell anybody where he was.
Exactly. If at least he told his friends, I'm going to go hiking in Blue Canyon today. Then they would have known, hey, wait a minute. Aaron didn't come back. Something must be wrong. We better go look for him. Anybody know where he's going? Oh, yeah, he said he was going to go hiking in Blue Canyon. Oh, okay, well, let's go look for him in Blue Canyon. Oh, Aaron, what are you doing down there? I'm stuck. This rock fell on my arm. Come and help me. You dum-dum. He'd have his arm today. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. Good. Do I have any more questions for little Lily today? One last question. You said you don't really like hiking very much, and that's okay. But you did say if we went with the whole class, with me and Miss Lane, we went hiking in the mountains, you'd be like, yeah, I'd go. So maybe it's because you just haven't experienced it yet, because there's not a lot of hiking in Comfa. But there is some beautiful mountains there. I'm surprised they don't have beautiful trails. But anyway, my question is, if you could have any adventure you want, maybe it's a cruise on a boat, maybe it's scuba diving, maybe it's what else could go to a theme park, maybe visit some castles, maybe go to a rainforest, anything. What would be a really cool adventure that you would like to try? Maybe go on a safari and see the wild animals in Africa. What would you like to try?
Maybe a safari, but with friends.
Mm-hmm. That would be really cool.
I love the animals.
Yeah. And you might even see some gorillas. If you go to Congo, that's where they live, the gorillas, in the rainforest of Congo. Central Africa. There's a rainforest there too. Yeah, but the safari, you would be out on the plains of Africa in Eastern Africa. And that's where you would be able to see the giraffes and the zebras. And if you're lucky, you might even see some lions and cheetahs, hyenas, hippos, elephants. But yeah, you wouldn't want to go alone. No. And you'd want to be in a very big truck.
Yeah.
To be safe.
A safe truck.
Absolutely. With big bars. Yeah, I would love to do that too. I hope someday I can. All right, Lily, as always, you did really good. I'm glad that we're going to move you up to a higher level now and give you a bigger challenge. It has been a little bit more challenging too, so that's good. So I will see you and Emma, and Donnie will be, well, he's going to be back soon too. And I think PC, maybe we'll get him to join. Yeah. All right. Good job, Lily. We'll see you Saturday.
Bye.
Bye, Lily.
I'm so happy.